So in the studio today, man, I got a product that I want to show you guys that I feel could actually give Apple a good run for their money. All right, these right here, man, are the Tozo Golden X1 Earbuds. Now let's go ahead and unbox them, and I want to show you everything that you get as well as everything about them, so you guys can check them out for yourself too. Unbox them. If I take them out, you guys can see here we got, first off, we have our paperwork here that you guys can see. We got all of the paperwork. And then on top of that, we have our earbuds case in itself here. That looks pretty clean, man. Now, I'm not sure of the color that I have right here, but I will pop it up here on the screen so you guys can see exactly the color option that I have, as well as some of the other color options that they do offer. Also has USB-C charging here as well, so we're gonna get into a lot of the features here. And then of course we have the two earbuds themselves that you guys can see right here as well. Now inside of the case, we do get a charging light indicator, which is also gonna give you guys the battery status of both of the earbuds, as well as the case percentage as well, which I think is pretty dope. And then you also get a indicator light here on the front of the Tozo case as well. Let's try a shake test real quick. Oh yeah, these bad boys is not coming out, bro. All right, I will say magnet wise, as far as these bad boys being in there, hey, the magnet is pretty strong. We also have some additional ear tips as well. Then we also have here, which is gonna be our USB-C to USB-A cable, which is gonna be used for charging. There's also wireless charging on these as well. So now that we got them here unboxed, man, let me go ahead and just tell you guys a little bit about some of the features that you get. So the Golden X1 earbuds here use a carbon nanotube diaphragm 12mm dynamic driver with nose armature driver units as well, which can actually create higher frequencies of 44.1 kilohertz, which is actually higher than what humans can actually hear, which is usually 20 kilohertz. So basically what that means is when it comes to the drivers, you're not just getting your standard, your typical drivers, you're also getting the balanced armature as well. Now, another feature that you guys will get with these before I actually talk about, you know, the fit of these and just kind of how they feel in my ears is these are what's called Aurigex. I think it's Aurigex Pro, which is designed for audiophiles, which is going to actually help you guys give you more of a wider soundstage with high frequencies as well as clarity to be able to bring that specific sound curve to a variety of listening preferences. All right. So basically you can expect high-end audio quality with clarity in your audio as well. Now, a big feature here that I was actually glad that it offers, which is LDAC HD audio coding, y'all, which can stream up to 24-bit 96 kilohertz of music, which some of you guys might be like, well, what does that even mean? It basically means, y'all, you're getting high resolution audio music all via Bluetooth at speeds of up to 990 kilobits per second, which can transmit data three times more than your typical devices. So major W on these, all right? Now, when it comes to Bluetooth, right, let's talk about that for a second. Bluetooth in itself is going to offer Bluetooth 5.3 technology, which is going to give you guys more of a low latency listening experience when it's connected to your devices like an iPhone or Android device. Now, another feature that you get with the Golden X1 is going to give you guys active noise cancellation, which is also certified by TUV Raylan, and it also allows for multi-device connectivity. Now, you can also get transparency mode, which is going to allow you guys to be able to hear the outside world without having to necessarily take your earbuds out of your ears. And to me, y'all, I feel like all of these features here is clutch because listen, y'all, in 2025, nobody, and I mean nobody, man, is trying to have to disconnect from one device like an iPhone or Android device or your laptop to be able to connect to another device. Like, just let me connect to multiple devices. And with these right here, you can do so, all right? You also get an app as well where you guys can control all of its features, where you can get 16 preset EQ modes and 6 noise reduction modes that can block up to 90% of noise, y'all. So let me go ahead and just walk you guys through the app real quick. All right, so now that we're in the app, let's just go ahead and just kind of walk through and just show you guys some of the things here. Now, right off the back here, one of the things I do like is the fact that when it comes to just the graphic in itself, you do get kind of like these floating earbuds. I just think it's a nice touch within the application. And then we also get under the ear tune. This is something that I highly recommend that you guys do because this is going to fine tune the earbuds in itself to be specific to your ears, which I think is just perfect. So let's just go ahead and do that real quick. So let me go ahead and plop these into my ears. Man, comfort wise, okay. All right, comfort-wise, we in there, all right? We have our specific ear tune for my specific earbuds for my ears, all right? So here we have our active noise cancellation. So this is gonna be just the different noise cancellations that you guys get. So we have just a couple here that we can go through. We have our noise cancellation, which I actually have turned on. So I can just tap it here to be able to activate it. We also have our transparency mode. So if I wanted to switch to that, I can just switch to the transparency mode and it just easily goes through. I can also switch to reduced wind noise, leisure mode, normal mode, and I can also set my own custom pattern to whereas I can actually use the slider here and I can adjust the level of noise cancellation that I actually want, which I think is pretty clutch. And then we also have our separate EQ modes. So we have a variety of EQ modes that we can actually select through, which I think again is a pretty cool feature that we have. We also have some pre-built in sounds, so you can do like thunderstorm and rain for those relaxation times. So if you want to just kind of vibe out with these, they do also have some built in sounds within their app that you guys can actually use as well. All in all, man, really cool app to be able to kind of, make a lot of the changes with your earbuds as well. Now, one thing here, it also supports wireless charging and it's also IPX6 waterproof from splash, sweat, as well as raindrops. Now, for battery life, we're able to get 5 hours with noise canceling turned on. We're also able to get 8 hours with noise canceling turned off and 32 hours with the charging case in itself, which is impressive. And last, you also get some touch controls as well for being able to play, as well as pausing your music, as well as answering phone calls, ending phone calls. And you also have the ability to be able to swipe up and down for adjusting your volume controls. Now, let's go ahead and just take it outside here and let's just try it out and test it out and see how it is. All right, what up, y'all? So we outside right now, man. I usually go walking. It's a rainy day right now, but I usually go walking, man, and got them on. And I do feel like the audio quality, because that's one of the things that I wanted to test while I was outside, just kind of doing my normal walk. But I do feel like the audio levels is solid, man. They feel real balanced. Like one of the things that typically happens whenever you guys have a pair of earbuds is usually the lows tries to overshadow or overtake the mids as well as the highs. But I do feel like in this instance, when it comes to these earbuds here, you could tell that everything just sounds balanced. And I think that's one of the things that I do like about these the most, right? The other thing here that I want to kind of talk about is the noise cancellation. Whenever you guys are outside, bro, the noise cancellation sounds amazing, y'all. Like it blocks out all of the noise, which is a solid for me. And then one of the things that I do like that I kind of told you guys about is the different levels that you guys can set. So for example, if let's say it's a windy day, I can just switch it to like wind, and then it's gonna block out a little bit more than typical, which is pretty dope. The other thing here I want to kind of talk about is the fit, bro. These bad boys actually fit pretty comfortable in your ears. You don't have to worry about, them falling out or anything like that. So that's a W, which is something that I do like. And, but yeah, man, I just say overall, the X1's solid. Definitely make sure you guys go pick it up. I think it's dope. And, yeah. These again, guys, are the Tozo Golden X1 Earbuds. Again, thanks to Tozo for sponsoring today's video. I'll have a direct link if you guys want to check these out and learn a little bit more about them down in the comment section below, as well as in the description section below. So definitely make sure you guys check that out. See you guys in the next one. Squad, we out.